It was today when Higashi had had enough. He had witnessed his classmate, Guruno, being bullied and decided that he had to step in to do something, even if it's just shooing away the bullies once the damage had been done. Guruno, battered and with broken glasses, doesn't even look up at Higashi as he approached. Wincing at her wounds, she tells him that he shouldn't have helped. She adds that his half-hearted kindness is the cause of him being targeted by the bullies also. Finally looking up at him, Guruno's demeanor changed as she more psychotically asked if Higashi was thinking that she was just a bullied child that he needed to save. She breaks his illusion, saying that she's a normal, crazy girl, and she loves him so much now. She adds that he should treat her well from now on, okay? The next day, Higashi approached Guruno, asking if she's okay. She was surprised by this consideration, asking if he worried about her injuries, with a mischievous look on her face. Confirming what she asked, Guruno remarks that Higashi really is a kind boy. She confesses that she thought he would never... She pauses before finishing the sentence. She thought he'd never speak to her again. She warns Higashi that he should abandon a dangerous girl like her, but it's too late now. She informs him that she loves him because he ignores the fact that she's a risk to his life. She lets him know that they don't have to date just this second, but they could start as friends, if that's okay with him. Guruno, doubled over in agony, greets Higashi with a cough. A look of concern spreads over Higashi's face as he watches Guruno pant in pain. She coldly asks if he thought that she wouldn't be bullied anymore just because he helped once? How naive of him. She admits that it's actually worse now than it was before. Seeing the horrific realization appear on Higashi's face, Guruno asks him not to make that expression. With an entire shift of mood and speech, Guruno gleefully admits that even if he's only helped her once, she's happy because it was him that helped her. She confesses that she's glad she got bullied over this. Darkening the tone, she tells him that this is why he should never abandon her. Sitting with Guruno during some free time, Higashi asks about her. She questions it, then tells him that she's a failure of a person, plain and simple. She hated seeing others fall in love around her. Everyone who was kind to her would flee at some point. But Higashi's arrival changed that. For the first time, Guruno was sure God exists, and it's wonderful. She tells Higashi that she loves him in a more quiet and whispered tone. Probing further for information, she asks if he's scared of her, right? She then regretfully, for him, informs him that she won't ever let him go. Ever. Another day, as Guruno was walking down the hall, she heard a boy confronting Higashi, causing her to stop and listen. The boy questioned why Higashi was with Guruno, saying that he's acting weird and that Guruno is dangerous. Higashi tries to defend her, but is cut off every time. The boy asks why Higashi liked an ugly woman like her. He bets that Higashi was forced to help her since she can't read the room. The day after, Guruno arrives with a full makeover, with contact lenses, a hime cut, and makeup on. Entering the classroom, the same boy that was talking bad about Guruno is stunned, asking if it's really her. Talking to the other boys, he asks if Guruno was always a baddie. Turning and smiling at the boy, Guruno tells him the sweetest can be to stop talking about her, and calls him an ape. Calling Higashi out of class, she apologizes if she surprised him. She starts out saying that she doesn't care how others see her, but others making fun of him because of her appearance does bother her. She had her makeover just for him, so if the look doesn't suit her, he can tell her anytime. She'll do anything to suit Higashi's tastes. Her hair, her face, her body, anything. Because even if it's only in looks, she wants him to fall deeply in love with her. Returning to class, the pair sat in their seats. The boys then began to gossip again, asking if it really is Guruno. She had just changed so much. Even her vibe had changed from gloomy to dazzling. They questioned if they had been too mean to a beauty like her. One boy says that someone should get the courage and actually talk to her. Turning slightly to glare at them, Kuruno asks the boys to shut up. The boys are instantly terrified at her gaze and cower away. Once Kuruno was alone with Higashi, she was like a different girl, declaring loudly that she's so happy right now. She tells him that she didn't like herself before, but once Higashi accepted her feelings, she became glad she was born this way, ending with just a little giggle. One day, Higashi asks Kuruno why she is so fixated on him. She says that because you helped me wasn't satisfactory enough. She hesitates, admitting that she doesn't want to say what she's about to say, but it's because she loves him. She loves him because he accepts her twisted feelings, because he is him, because he won't abandon her no matter how awful she gets. Every second, she descends deeper into the abyss that is her love for him. She proclaims that every day for the rest of her life, she will continue to say that she loves him. Stepping out of his house, Higashi is greeted by the sight of Kuruno, who greets him with a blush. Higashi responds timidly before Kuruno notes that he stayed up late, didn't he? She concludes that it's the reason for his delay in leaving for school. Higashi thought it was all strange. They weren't dating, not childhood friends, not neighbors. He hadn't even told her where he lived. Only now he thought that, would this end okay? Or in disaster? His thoughts are interrupted by Kuruno, saying that they need to hurry or they'll be late. Higashi, coming around, agrees and picks up the pace. After school, Higashi was cornered and pummeled by the local bullies. They said that Kuruno was causing trouble for them because of Higashi's encouragement. He denies it in a weak voice, which only pisses off the bully more. The doors to the classroom slid open, attracting the bully's attention. Stepping in and calling out, it's revealed to be Kuruno, with malice dripping from her voice. With her eyes filled with future slaughter, she asks what's the bully doing to her Higashi. Murder seeped into each and every word she spoke. After kicking the crap out of all the bullies in the room, Kuruno falls to her knees in front of Higashi. She begins to sob like a toddler. She blames herself for what happened to him, that it's her fault. Through her blubbering, she asks if he's okay, and that she'll protect him from now on, so please, please don't hate her. Higashi agrees, saying he understands, but internally, he pleads for help. The next morning, while sitting in class, the teacher made an announcement. He tells everyone that 4 students had suddenly transferred and will not be returning. The students in the classroom gossip, saying that they haven't seen those 4 online recently, so maybe they didn't transfer but something worse happened to them. Higashi, looking at Kuruno, knows that there's some other reason. With crazy hearts in her eyes, Kuruno puts her finger to her lips, shushing Higashi. Higashi realizes that he may have messed up and gotten the wrong attention from Kuruno, as he had a distraught look on his face. Meanwhile, Kuruno had flowers and affection bubbling from her as she stared at Higashi lovingly.